FanFestival Awards, Best Rap Act, Best Album in Nigeria, 3 million monthly listeners on Spotify, founder of record label Flyboy Inc. For the first time in Qatar, Kizz.
That you want to when you link up with fire girl, supposed to give me what you want. Mama Tonjo, Africa, where you at?
With our own Nigerian artist Kizz Daniel. Kizz Daniel is one of the prolific artists out of Africa, and from the on ground of Nigeria, he's been putting in work from a long time now, like close to 7 years strong in the game. He's the one that really popularized the rhymes, the slangs in the Yoruba language to the far populations in the international community, and a lot of people really know him for this prolific job in the Afrobeat music scene. And now Kizz Daniel make his way down to the Mondial celebration in Qatar 2022. Although Nigeria is not in the World Cup, but our brother is out there putting our flag high to the world to see Nigerian, in the what the world know us to be about now, about Afrobeat music. So, Mr. Steven, what do you think about this new performance of Kizz Daniel in the Qatar 2022 World Cup?
Well, this is the kind of news I want to see from Africa, especially Nigeria. In the outside world there, especially recently in the Arab world, Africa, especially Nigeria, has been seen as a bad country. Most of the news we hear from that part of the world is negative about Nigeria. But this is somebody who is flying the flag of Nigeria very, very, very high. Kizz Daniel is not a small musician, if I can use that phrase.
Mm-hmm.
No,
yeah, you can.
He's been releasing it after it,
yes,
each after it. And for somebody to be selected to perform at the World Cup, the greatest global festival in the whole world,
is a big deal.
It's a big deal. It's a recognition of his talent. Mm-hmm. It's a recognition of the fact that this is not just a fluke. He has been doing it for some time.
He's been putting in work.
Yes. And if you consider the background that Qatar has been emphasizing decency, moral conduct within their space, and Kizz Daniel is playing. This is a musician that they agree, they believe his music is for lifting of moral standard.
Yeah.
This is not a kind of musician that speaks F languages.
No,
that
about
speaks
violence.
moral,
No,
he doesn't say vain words. So that is a big boost to his career and to Nigeria as a whole.
Yeah, so it's a big win for Nigeria, and it's a big one for the Nigerian people, for the Nigerian citizens, because Afrobeat is really breaking boundaries. Our music, the beautiful, prolific music coming from Nigeria and from the other African countries, is not about violence, it's not about insult, it's not about abusive languages. It's about to uplift the African soul and to showcase the African culture and tradition to the world, to the international community, for the world to really see what we all about, to bring back the good names and the good glory days of the African children. So this is a big win for the whole of Africa. Kizz Daniel really make Nigerian proud. This is what we want in the international community. So,
and sorry to cut you, and if you see the background of Kizz Daniel we're talking about, is somebody that is well educated, is somebody who has around him a family of highly educated people.
Yeah.
His father is a professor.
Yeah, he was also a professor.
He has been manifesting in his song a kind of examples of well-trained, well-balanced person.
Yeah.
You can't find Kizz Daniel in an environment where you have troubles, problems. There are many musicians in Nigeria where it's always a kind of violence, a kind of problems wherever they sing. But in case of Kizz Daniel, it's always be a calm, cool-headed, well-raised guy. So it's not a surprise to me.
Yeah, he has good records because his father was a professor in Olabisi Onabanjo in Ogun State. He was a prolific, well-respected professor in this institution.